Hey guys, welcome to another video here with Queen City Reefs and more. Yes, my tank is dirty. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I don't clean it every day. I clean it maybe once a week when it comes to the glass. The sand, I vacuum it every time I do a water change, but I do a water change once a month. There is a lot of cyanobacteria on the floor. I am not too worried about it. There was a lot on the rocks, but that has actually disappeared on its own. So I am thinking that I'm gonna leave the floor alone and just move the pumps around to see what is gonna be the perfect flow to keep everything suspended as best as I can, even though I have sand, which is one of the biggest issues of trying to keep everything suspended. But anyways, you'll see the ladder over here. That's because one of my black storm clownfish seems to always want to get into my overflow and ends up in my sump. And luckily food overflows there and he gets to eat it because he doesn't look thin or anything like that, and he had been there for a good week. The other clownfish seem to be a-holes and don't let him go into the third anemone. There's three anemones in here. There's one ritteri and there's two rainbow bubble tip, and he tried going into the third one, which you're not gonna be able to see because of all the ripples, but that one right there, he tried going in that one, and this guy here decided to take ownership of that one too and won't let him in. So you see him swimming everywhere. He thinks I'm about to feed him, so he's over here going on top of the water. But now that we're here and you see this tank's glass dirty, we're going to clean it. I used to use the Mag Float. It cleans it very well. It has the part that scrubs and the part that cuts through the film of the algae on here. And the fear that I have is that when you are scrubbing towards the edge of this area here, when you're trying to clean right there, in the past I've had it to where the sand actually ends up being stuck on this pad right here, but it gets stuck right here. As you can see, there's none on it because I've been very careful, but it would get stuck on here and scratch the glass. So I don't like to be very careful. I like to do things pretty fast. You know, cleaning the glass shouldn't be that hard. Now it's a thin film, so it won't be that hard. On Fridays is normally when, which is Friday today, is normally when I'll go through it and clean it really nice and neat, and it lasts a few days and then it starts getting dirty like that again. Part of the hobby, right? What I bought so that I can make it a little bit easier for myself is this flipper, the Max. But then I saw that a new one came out, and now I regret buying this one, which is the one that floats. This one doesn't. I have both the normal and the Max already, but the Max, I don't know if y'all have ever tried this, and maybe one of you can tell me if you've been successful, but here is the one that I previously had. I ordered pads to replace them, but they don't come off as easy as the Mac Float ones did. And somebody told me that I could use like a heat gun or something like that and then try to peel the rest off, but I was like, you know what, I'm not messing with that. I decided to order a new one, and I'll never change out the pads. I'll try to keep it out of the water so that it doesn't get as nasty, and maybe I will prolong the life of it like that. But yeah, this, I did it to both sides, so I'm probably gonna just offer this up for free for anyone that wants to mess with it and fix it themselves. I'll even send them the pads that I bought for it, and if they fix it, if they make it look like new again, then good for them, right? Anyways, so let's clean the tank. But we're gonna go ahead and open this and get the tank nice clean. This probably should be as simple as popping it open, right? Yeah, I don't know why the hell I was doing scissors. So here is a difference between this new one and the old one. This one is way over a year old, and look at the edges. How the new one has rounded edges versus this one is very pointy. And I could tell you that that's one thing I didn't like, because I felt it would get into the sides of the silicone. So that's actually pretty nice. I like that. Let's get to cleaning, guys. We're gonna go ahead and do a time lapse of this. what I'm talking about. Now it's got sand all over it. All right, guys, so overall, honestly, this guy right here, I love it. I mean, it is truly like wide. Look at this. It has a lot of surface area where this, honestly, I loved it. Now, it's been a while since I've actually done this again. It's been about a week. So it looks a little cloudy right now for all the, you know, algae debris that's in there. Next, I'm actually going to clean the socks. I'm gonna change the socks out for some new ones. After this all starts looking clear, that means everything would have gone down already into the sump and into the socks, and that's when I'll change my socks. I change my socks out about once a week. One thing that you probably will be seeing here in the future is a new skimmer. I'm still debating on getting a Aquamax. Can't remember which model, but it was one rated for a little over 300 gallons. I wanted the DC version because I wanted to make sure that it was quiet. So that's one. The other one was the Nios 300, which has 2 pumps. The other one is a Reef Octopus Regal 300 or the 250 with the external pump. The last one is the Royal Exclusive Bubble King. I wasn't sure, I'm still not sure if between those, if to go with the Super Cone 250 or the Super Marin 200 or 250. I have a lot of space in the sump and I feel like I want to use that space. So according to BRS and according to the research, the 200 would be enough. But it would end up being a small skimmer, but it's rated for this much, right? And then the 250 would be a larger size one that would fit perfectly in that space where the skimmer would go. But then I feel like I have a lot of wasted space, right? So I don't know which way to go. I did narrow it down to 2 though. I narrowed it down to, which is, when it comes to price-wise, you're probably gonna be like, well, one's very cheap and one's very expensive. You know, common sense would tell you go the cheaper way, right? I still don't know. I'm not trying to look at this as money being an issue, to be honest. Reef Octopus has been around for a long time, and so what I want to know is the Royal Exclusive that much better? Is it really, truly that much better that will skim out way more efficiently, effectively, whatever the case is? Will it do so more so than the Reef Octopus? There's not a lot of videos out there, so I'm even thinking about making a video about this. But from what I've seen, the foam that the Super Marin Royal Exclusive makes looks a lot denser. You can see a lot of micro bubbles in the body. And when you compare that to the Reef Octopus, I don't see it that way. I see a lot of mixture of water and bubbles. And yes, when it comes up to the skimmer cup, you could see the bubbles forming there. I don't know which one is more important. I would think that the one that creates the finer bubbles is gonna be the one that's more efficient and more effective, but I don't know. So that's where I'm at. I'm at where, is it truly that much more worth it to pay double the price? Because it's truly double the price. I think the Reef Octopus 300, Regal 300 is about $780, and the Super Marine 250 is $1,700. So actually more than double. And so I'm thinking, you know, is it really? Anyways, here's my tank. I'm going through some cyano, like I said earlier, issues, and the rock where you saw cyano, especially on this one right here, there was a lot of it and it has disappeared. So I'm thinking that little by little it may go away. I didn't want to use any products. I do have ChemiClean on hand, but I'd rather see if I can fix it myself by feeding less, by creating flow in different areas. And then going from there, guys. Anyways, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, drop them down on the comments below. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on this Flipper Max. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on my cyano issue, or in the tank in general, guys. Let's chat. Aside from that, I don't have anything else. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not already done so. And I will catch you on the next one.